Hello everybody, this is Bazker. Welcome back to the second episode of Game Dev Tycoon, Bazker Games. So today we're just going to go right on into building another game. I just finished recording episode 1. I'm going to go in and record episode 2 and try to talk a little less and do a little more gaming, see if we can keep these to about 15 minutes. Today, the TES was released. So we got a new system that we can technically build for. So we still need some more research points. So I'm gonna have to develop another game. I can't build an engine yet. So let's see. Let's take a look at our platform. What's it cost to actually put it on the TES? The TES only has 38% market share right now, and it's got a development cost of $30K and $80K license cost. So we can't really justify doing that right now. When it has more market share, we should be able to justify that. So I think I'm going to stick with the G64 for right now. Let's pick a topic here. Let's go with we researched vampire. Why don't we use it? Vampire, and let's say that it is a action game. When it was a 64, it liked adventure games. We don't know about action. Maybe we should go back. Let's go back and let's do adventure, because we know it works, and we need money and research right now. So let's do that. Now, technically, we'd do more research if we choose probably a different item we haven't used before. But let's see. Let's call this Bloodsuckers. Why not? And this is where I need your help, guys, as we move forward. Help me come up with some of these names for the games. We're going to go with 2D graphics. I don't think text-based is going to work great for this kind of game. And let's start development. And here we go. So it doesn't think we need a whole lot of gameplay. It's an adventure game. Let's do something like this. Yeah. It's all guess and check work. As you develop more games that are the same over time, you'll see how these things are working for you. We don't need artificial intelligence. Level design's not all that important, so let's try something like this. Let's see, graphics in an adventure game appear to be fairly important. I'm going to assume sound's fairly important too, so I'm going to kind of leave it in about the same here. Raise world design just a little bit. Actually, I have a feeling that an adventure game needs really good world design. We're going to give it just slightly better graphics and move sound down to about the world design level. So we just give graphics just a little bit more preference. And we ought to be able to get our new engine design, so that'll be good. And see, we're bleeding cost right now, so that's not good. And you can see a little timer up here telling you how quickly the weeks are going to switch over. Uh-oh, that's not good. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to finish. We're in a good spot. All right. 1.5% or 1.5 time bonus for a new topic and combo. New record 17. I will say this: in previous games I've played this on I've uninstalled and reinstalled this game a couple times. I've hit up in the hundreds on design, so you'll get there eventually. And we can just kind of see here really quick all this stuff. And let's go ahead and release the game. All right, first reviews are coming in. See how we did. Nice experience. That's a 7. That's maybe our highest score yet. Ah, beautiful. Sweet. 6. Like a Game Hero always kind of sucks. And their focus on dialogue served this game very well. 7. Sweet. So we did really well with that one. I'm expecting us to get a really good game release here. Contract work. So basically what this says is if you're running low on cash, you don't want to get a game out like we're in between games right now, you can do contract work to boost research and get cash and that kind of thing. Also can get you future work for doing bigger contract work and that kind of thing, and get you a little bit of recognition out there in the world, I think, on some of them. But they're basically like little side quests. That'd be the best way to kind of explain them. And to get to him, you just click on your person and you can do find contract work. I'm not going to do that just right now. And this is still going. Now I'm going to go ahead, and we got the research points. I want to come in here and see how much it's going to cost. I think it's just research points to get the new game engine. I don't think it's going to cost us any cash, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's just our research points. So we're going to use all of our research points. We want that game engine. I do apologize if you can hear my chair squeaking around. I don't know why it all of a sudden decided to start doing that the last few months. And we're just about done researching. So you can see the game is a pretty quick go game, so that's pretty cool. And I think I should be able to pump out 2 or 3 major things in each episode. You've successfully researched your custom game engine. And if I remember correctly, you can actually... oh, that's right. So we researched the custom engine, but we have to actually build the engine. So we researched the fact that we can make an engine. So we're going to go ahead and do that. What do we want to call our engine? Let's call it the... Okay, so I'm looking at a box of toothpaste right now in front of me. I'm going to call it the Pro Enamel. Alright, so we don't have a whole lot of options on what we can do here. We're going to say we're going to add 2D graphics version 2 in, so basically better graphics. Eventually you'll see 3D graphics and that kind of thing. Let's see, we might be able to do everything here. I think we could. Save games, I think, would be a really big deal for a game feature. That was not something very common in early game design, so... you know, everything happened with passcodes, you know, like Game Genie type codes. So I think I'm going to try to tell it to research everything, because this will probably be an engine you want to use. You can see the cost of it, and you're probably going to want to use this engine for a while. And you can see it takes this many research points to actually generate, or technology points, I guess you would say. So when he gets down to 0, you're good, and you can earn some research points from this too, so that's good. We sold 22,000 units, so I believe we sold 19,000 the last time. We sold 158,000, almost 159,000, so yeah, we only did maybe like 5 or 10% better, I guess, so that's not as good as I was hoping. And we're going to be bleeding some cash too, so that's not good. TEA's recent released. It's proven to be a massive success. Sales numbers have exceeded expectations. So see, eventually we are going to want to build on this, and hopefully sooner than later, because keep in mind time has accelerated. So even though, you know, the Nintendo itself was out for a long time before you saw, you know, something like Super Nintendo or you know, the you know, Genesis and that kind of thing, it goes quicker here. Now we want to finish this before we I don't think we can generate the game report while this is going on. I could be wrong, but I don't want to screw it up, just in case. Alright, there he goes. And you can see he'll continue to get some research points if we let him sit there. But your new game engine, Pro Enamel, is now complete. So there we go. So let's generate a game report for Bloodsuckers. It cost 54K. We got... and we brought in 104K profit, so you can kind of get a good idea of what this thing is here, how this all works, how good of a game you made. I want to peel the cloth back off of the DeLorean. Alright, here's what we found out. Vampire and adventure is an okay combination, so probably not the best scenario there. I was kind of thinking Castlevania kind of game was what I was going for there. Engine seems to be not important for this type of game. Okay. Alright, I think we got enough time to maybe do another game here. So, let's see, we could do some contract work and earn some more money. That's not a bad idea either. Now, it's important to know if you fail your contract work, you're going to lose out. There's penalties for doing this. So, let's take a look and see what's available though. So you can see it's we'll get paid $19,000 on this one, but we'll lose 7K. Now our staff needs to be taught how to use these modern technologies, so sprite sheet software. Basically, what you got to do is within 3 weeks you got to generate 6 design points and 12 technology points. That's all that means. And if you scroll through them, you can see there's bigger payouts, but they got more stuff you gotta do. Now, I don't think we're hitting anywhere near 20, or on average anyways, 20 technology every game. I'd have to go back and look, but I think the only one we could be capable of doing is this one. I'm gonna go ahead and accept it. We got enough money that if we fail, we fail. Come on. Come on, we're gonna get the design, no problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did we get it? Oh, we failed. We had it and we failed. Oh, we actually had it. So that is just one of those things. You need to make sure you watch it and don't do contracts before you're actually ready. See, the contract was not completed in time. Be careful what contract you accept, otherwise they're going to have penalties and they're going to have a quick look. But don't worry. Don't hold grudges. We usually have new contracts every 6 months or so, and 6 months is not very long in this game. So, yeah. And unfortunately, there's no training opportunities when you're still in your garage. When you get an office, you can actually do training opportunities. So let's go ahead and we'll develop a new game, and we're going to use our new Pronamel game engine. And, yeah, let's see. Let's go with post-apocalyptic. And let's go with maybe an RPG. Seems like that'd be good. We don't have enough money to do the TES. That's really unfortunate. We could save a little bit of money by doing a PC release. If you look here, I know that simulations seem to do really good on PC. So maybe instead of post-apocalyptic, whoops. Maybe we do a simulation game based on history. That could be cool. Let's do that. What should we call this game? How about History of the World Part 1? Sure. Now we know what happened to it. Next, come on. Sometimes I've noticed the buttons don't want to take a click. So graphics, let's go ahead and use our new 2D graphics engine. We're using the new engine already, but you can choose to not use the particular piece of that engine if you don't want to. But let's go ahead and use it. It's a simulation game. I think graphics might be a little bit important. It's going to cost us $30K to do so, but let's do it. Still got a little bit of cash. Gameplay, yes, simulation. I think it's going to need a lot of gameplay. I don't think storyline is going to be great. Engine should probably be pretty good. Let's do something like this. And I think same games. I'm going to ignore linear stories. I think. I don't know that a simulation would need a good linear story. It should be sandbox style. Industry report. Recent studies suggest the increasing variety of gaming devices also creates a market for more specialized games. Some platforms become more popular with younger gamers, while others cater to the more mature audience groups. Yes, they do. As more and more developers enter the market, we can expect developers to focus their games on specific age groups to really make an impact. Indeed we will. New research available. Target audience. So basically what it was just telling us about. So here we go. Dialogues. I don't think we need any dialogue hardly in the simulation game. I think artificial intelligence is going to be a really important thing for our simulation game. Let's just go. I want to do something like that, I think. Yeah, let's do that. This is kind of a slight Mel Brooks reference, if anybody doesn't know that. Let's see, and we got our 2D graphics. We're gonna have some basic sound still. I think sound's probably good. Actually, I have a feeling that everything needs to be pretty good on this. So let's. Now, I think if I do something like this, it'll just even everything out. So let's just do that. Ooh, look at those bugs fly. Alright. Following the massive success of the TES console, and rumors circulating that Vina, another Japanese company, is planning to release a home console. Now, if I remember correctly, that is Sega. Alright, we got lots of bugs. Now, you can release the game before all the bugs are gone if you want, but that is not a good idea. Don't do that unless you're just bleeding money so fiercely that you don't have a choice. I'm going to let him sit here for a second or so. This is going to be our last little game probably this time around, so okay, let's do that. Now it is possible you can get a bug right before you click here, so that's, you know, it's a problem, but we got a lot of technology, didn't get a lot of design though. And just click and it'll kind of go through here. You can see we got we leveled up on just about everything except for our new gaming engine. Let's release the game. New research available, game tutorials and mono sound. First reviews are coming in for the History of the World Part 1. Oh, come on, big number. Sweet, they love it. Let's keep that going. And their focus on gameplay served this game very well. I thought it would. 9, almost perfect. Yes! 9, can't wait for the sequel. There you go, guys. So, maybe a little hint as to what we'll do in episode 3. Maybe we'll be doing a sequel to this game. So let's see here. Now, I don't know if there's like a certain time frame you should wait before doing a sequel. Like I said, I have no idea if the engine takes that into account or not. It'd be cool if it did, but I kind of doubt if it does. I don't think it really knows anything about it. I don't think there's any way to actually say let's design a sequel. I could be wrong. I may see that in the options when I look, but. So there we go. We sold that game, and we'll let it kind of run its course here, and then we'll decide what we're doing. Vina has confirmed recent rumors. So yeah, so it's the Master V. So basically, this is a Sega Master System. If you don't know what that is and never saw one, then you're young. Number one, and number two, it didn't last very long. So there's that too. But the Master System was quite cool, and I actually have one sitting in a closet or storage unit someplace. I pretty much have every gaming system under the sun, though. In between me and my brother, I don't think there's anything we don't own at this point, aside from probably the Nintendo PlayStation combo that was, like, I think a prototype or something. I don't even know if it was ever released. It was a collaboration that Sony and Nintendo were doing a couple decades ago. We're doing really well. Look at this thing go. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's generate our game report. This will be the last thing we probably do aside from waiting for our game to get off the market here. And let's see. Cost us $59K. So far we've gotten $160K profit. We don't know for sure. Usually you'd run these reports probably after the game is off the market. I don't know if there's anything that says you don't have to, but you can come in here and you can see all the detail about it. But the game report itself will, I think, is more based on reviews than anything. Today, the Master V by Vina has released. History of the World Part 1 is off the market now. It sold 32,645 units and generating 228,550 in sales. Not too bad. Alright, here we go. History and simulation is a great combination. Who would have guessed, right? Yeah. World design seems to not be important for this type of game. Pretty much exactly what we thought. But the main purpose of doing those is, one, you might actually learn something, but two, research points. And that's a great thing you want to get. So, you know, I think maybe I do have a couple minutes left here, so I am going to look at my research options, just see what we have here. We've got, let's go ahead and research target audience. It's going to cost 30,000 credits and 15 research points, but let's go ahead and do that. We'll do this really quick, and then we're going to call this an episode. Master System has stirred up market worldwide. Industry experts say the console is not very well marketed in North America, but that it will flourish in other parts of the world, and that is more or less true. It was a huge hit in like Japan and that area of the world. Games didn't really take off over here though until quite a bit later. You have successfully researched target audience. So there we go. I'm going to just leave it right here because this is a decent little pause screen essentially. And yeah, you can see we did relatively well. We have 599 fans right now, and we have 145,000 cash. and we're bleeding off about 8,000 cash every month. I think that's basically like a garage expenses. So we're doing pretty good. So I think I'm gonna go right into recording episode 3. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to share the video, and I'll see you next time.